I trust myself. I trust my path. I trust myself. I trust my path. Even when it doesn't make sense. Even when it doesn't make sense. We are going to spend a little bit of time together. I hope that's fine. So, let's get comfortable. Light a candle, relax, just drop down into your body. You can either lie down, pick your favorite position. I like to start with wiggling my toes, move my ankles, give my knees some attention with a little bend, feel my hips and belly with my hands. Just kind of let your body know, like, hey, I'm here right now. Put your hand over your heart and just feel your heartbeat. And release who you thought you were and breathe. I'm not going to tell you how to do that. Sometimes deep, slow breaths work. Sometimes the breath is more quick and heavy, like a child, which is one of my favorite ways to breathe. If you have kids, notice how they breathe. They always unknowingly teach me how to stop holding my breath, because that's a bad habit of mine. I just want to chat with you guys about letting go, mostly letting go of who we think we are in order to reveal more of who we truly are. And I feel like this is a pretty scary process for most of us, so the goal here is allowing ourselves to lean into it, because only you know what your soul wants. You are the only one who knows what your spirit wants. So, you know, if you are in a phase of your life where maybe there's some blockages, maybe you have been needing some more information, ask your soul. Ask your soul what it is, and the message is not always going to be clear. The journey can be confusing, and raising your vibration and going to this higher frequency is hard. You know, we're basically learning to recondition spirit. And what we do is, oh, I'm stressed, I'm not gonna do anything. And then we stop taking action and we get blocked, and we create these blocks. And the good news is we destroy them. Energy just doesn't go away, it gets transferred. So don't stop when it gets hard. I really love to spread the message of keep going, stay soft, because I myself have to remind me all of the time. And it takes practice, but if you stop the practice, you literally can't keep going. So may we move forward and flow and flow and flow. We are going to be doing some work and detoxing the mind. So if you've been feeling frustrated, out of control, maybe you haven't been able to finish the things that you start, maybe you feel drained and just constantly in conflict with yourself and with others, it is time to honor your feelings, and it's time to sit with yourself. It's time to get honest with yourself, because what happens when we don't sit with our minds and we don't reflect, we experience self-sabotage, and we experience it chronically. So one of my favorite mantras is don't believe everything you think. What we believe becomes our reality, and I'm such a huge believer in that. When you think or say, I can do that, you're right. Or I can't do that, you're right. Either way, you are right. So we really have to pay attention to our belief systems and pay attention to our expectations. The mind lies, and those lies are actual energy, and that energy is guiding you. So becoming aware and manifesting are really two important states. And something that I like to tell myself every single morning, within the first 5 minutes of us opening our eyes in the morning, we are the most impressionable. So I stopped looking at my phone first thing in the morning, because what happens is, what do? We open our eyes, we check the time, and then we're like, oh, I'm gonna see what's going on Instagram. I'm gonna see what's going on Snapchat. I'm gonna see what's up on Twitter. And then we start absorbing all of these other energies as soon as we open our eyes. And I have really been trying to be mindful of what I am absorbing, especially, like I said, first thing in the morning. So as soon as I open my eyes, I like to, and this has become a habit for me, I don't even have to think about it. I just open my eyes and I say, I am the leader. And I want you to say that. I am my own leader. And just kind of sit with that. Say it again if you have to, and just sit with that. See how it makes you feel. It's very empowering. So just creating a practice that is going to support you being more mindful, because wherever your focus goes, life flows, whether you realize that or not. So what I've learned is basically our thoughts create our emotions, and we are either in constructive thinking, and this kind of thinking produces more of a useful story. You know, this is where our purpose with life unfolds, or we are in destructive thinking, and that produces basically a destructive environment within our mind, and it's a very disempowering rather than constructive thinking is empowering. I like to look at these as programs, like running programs, and I like to take the time to kind of go through the programs and see like, okay, this isn't a very useful program anymore, you know, so you gotta pay attention to your running programs and get rid of the ones that just aren't working anymore for you. And this requires lots of honesty. You have to get very honest with yourself, and when you do that, this freeing up of emotions happens. You basically heal yourself. I really want to encourage you guys to practice self-compassion, including self-compassion rituals, practices on this journey of mine has been life-changing. So we're going to talk a lot about self-compassion in these episodes, and I am really excited to, share what that looks like for me. I have Stay Soft tattooed on my knuckles, and that is my reminder to stay soft. That is my reminder to have self-compassion, because we are so hard on ourselves, especially mothers. I feel like we are the ones that really do carry the weight of the world a lot of the time. And so we're pretty hard on ourselves. So a lot of people are like, what does that mean to you? Stay soft. And it's basically all about self-compassion. It is talking to myself like I would a small child. It's practicing kind of everything we've been talking about in this episode, practicing mindfulness, remembering that I am not alone, giving myself permission to be imperfect. Our ego loves to engage with pettiness. Our ego loves drama. So we really have to pay attention to those things and release grief and really embody the change that you want to see. And again, this takes getting honest. When we say, I hate that, I'm angry with them, all of the things that we love and all of the things that we despise, we are all of it. So lately I have been learning a lot about projecting, which I feel like this is a whole other episode, projecting onto other people, realizing when you are projecting. Again, that is a different subject, and I will save that topic for a different episode. I really just wanted to chat with you guys about making peace with your emotions. Also, I don't know where I heard this from, and this has helped me so much on my journey. Don't say I'm angry or I'm sad. Say I feel angry, I feel sad, just so it just kind of shifts the way you absorb that emotion and that energy. And again, lots of self-compassion and just being in the moment to moment awareness, and accepting each moment in the present as it's unfolding. And that is going to do it for this episode. I am so excited to create the next episode, and I want to connect with you guys in a way that I haven't before, and I'm really excited about it. So I'm going to leave all of my socials down below. I recently started a second Instagram account, She Stays Soft. Be sure to follow that account for encouragement and more inspiration. Also, if anything resonated or you have any takeaways from this episode, leave a comment down below. I would love to chat and connect with you. If you know a family member or a friend that could use this episode, definitely don't be afraid to share and send, or send and share. And until next time, bright blessings and peace.